up guys, Phoenix here, and today we're on part 3 of our Squirtle from Pokemon Pixlr tutorial. So if you're looking at the right hand screen and everything looks up to date, then you're probably on the right tutorial part. Otherwise you might want to watch 1 or 2 and catch yourself up with the remainder of the tutorial, so that way you don't fall too far behind. So today we're going to be trying to finish up the face, and let's see, we're going to continue off of this marker I left myself last time in the video, and you should have the same marker. We have 1, 2, and 3 diagonal blocks, single blocks, right here on the left hand. And from the third one, we're going to start today by first going up and to the right, 2 vertical pieces of black wool. So 1, 2, just like that. And that's going to kick it off. From the top block and the 2 vertical we just put, we're going to put 1 to the right, and then extend it up 2 extra blocks. So 1, 2, oops, 2. So it ends up being 3 tall. And now what we're going to try and do is reach around and touch the shell over there. So we're going to go up and to the left, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left again, 8 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to go up and to the right because we're making a circular shape, so we need to have round edges. So up and to the right, 6 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll leave some of the dirt blocks or placement blocks, whatever you want to call them for now. We'll go back for them later. But for now, they're not too important. So after that 6 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical, and then we'll be able to jump into the shell. So 1, 2, 3. And the shell detail I want to do is going to start now. So from this 3 vertical, we're going to go to the top block right here and put 1 to the left of it. From that 1 to the left, we're going to go down and to the left 2 flat, 2 times in a row. So 2 flat just like this. 1, 2. We'll do that 2 times in a row, so that's 1. Here's 2. After that, we're going to go down and to the left 1 single piece of black wool. Down and to the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. And from the bottom block and the 2 vertical, we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to put 2 blocks going straight below it. So 1, 2, and let's mark those 2 newly placed blocks because they're special. And back to the bottom block and the 2 vertical, we're going to do a second thing. We're going to go down and to the left 2 flat. So 1, 2. So you should have something that looks like this. Now, from that newly placed 2 flat that we went down and to the left with, so these 2 blocks right here, we're going to go down and to the left again, 2 flat, 1, 2. Down and to the left 1 single, down to the left 2 flat again, down and to the left 1 single, so it's back and forth with this little pattern. So we should have 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Then after that, we're going to go down to the left 2 flat again, so you guessed it if you guessed right. It's like this back and forth pattern. But here's where we switch it up. From here, we're going to go down and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single pieces of black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we still have quite a bit before we reach where we want to go. So let's see if we're going to be on the correct track. First, we're going to go down and to the left, 2 vertical pieces of black wool, 2 times in a row. So let me show you what I mean. You put your placement block below the single block and use that to go down to the left 2 vertical, like so. And we're going to do that 2 times. So that's 1, and get your placement block on the bottom so we can do it a second time. 1, 2. And there you go, 2 times. From there, we're going to go down and to the left 1 single. And then finally, just to see if we did everything correctly, we're going to go down and to the left 2 vertical. And it should touch at a diagonal, which it did, which means we did everything correctly. And the 2 vertical we just placed, you might want to put a marker on it because we're going to do a couple of things with this part of the pixel art. So first, from the bottom block and that 2 vertical we just placed, we're going to add an extra 3 pieces of black wool going to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then you can get rid of the markers. From there, we're going to go up and to the right. 2 flat pieces of black wool. Up and to the right again, on the 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you put a placement block at the end of each thing, so that way you know where you're going. Up and to the right again, 5 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should finish 1 over this 3. As you can see, it's the first block in the 3 flat we have there. It ends there. And here's where it gets simple, because we're going to start branching it upward. So we're going to go up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the final block in that 4 flat, we're going to put 2 vertical pieces of black wool starting to the right of it. So go to the right of it and 2 vertical pieces of black wool like so. 1, 2. That's going to kick off the other bend in the shell. So from that 2 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right, 1 single, up and to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So placement block, 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2. Let me just zoom out. So you have 2, 1, 2, 2. And now just to see if we did everything correctly, if you go up and to the right, 10 vertical pieces, it should touch at a diagonal. So let's see if it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So that's it for the shell right now. As you can see, the shell looks pretty well off. We have the spirals in it, and this is where the white part of the shell meets the orange. So now we just need to complete the face, which the face didn't meet up on the lower half yet. So I'm kind of worried about that, but not too worried. Let's do the top of the head first, and then we'll do the lower half later and worry about that. So we're going to go back to before we started doing the shell work up here where we have this backwards R looking shape. Let me just outline it for you in dirt. And we're going to work from there. First, we're going to go above the 3 vertical right here and add another 3 black wool going to the top. So 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So placement block, 1, 2. Placement block, 1, 2. And let me just go back and get rid of some of these dirt wools that are in the way. There's 3 of them lying around just chilling. And now from those 2 verticals that we have, we're going to go up and to the right, 4 single pieces of black wool. So just alternate 1, 2. So it's dirt black, dirt black, dirt black. 3, 4. And if you just saw the grass blocks turned back into dirt right there because they're floating in the air, that was pretty cool. And we should have this now. So it's 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And now here we're going to be heading towards the top of the head. So after that, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2. And from the top block in the black wool, we're first going to put 1 black wool to the right, 1 on top of that, and then 1 to the right again. Now going towards the top of the head, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 single pieces of black wool. So 1, 2. Up and to the right again, 2 flat, 6 times in a row. So this is going to be really hard to keep count of. Just keep track and take it slow. So 2 flat just like this. See how it's touching at the diagonal? We're going to do that 6 times. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now finally 6. Perfectamundo. So now we're going to reach the top of the head by going up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up and to the right, 17 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's the highest point in the pixel art, and we can go down and to the right from there and meet up with the rest of the stuff that we have waiting for it. But for now, I'm going to get rid of these dirt blocks that are just lining the pixel art, ruining everything. So from that 17 flat, we're going to go down and to the right, 4 flat pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you put your placement block at the bottom of the last block every time, just so that we can keep this moving a lot faster. And if it turns out like I finally transition and you did need to put the black wool or the dirt block underneath something, it's okay, you can just remove it in like half a second. So after that 4 flat, we're going to go down to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. Third block at the bottom. You can put it on the side or the bottom. We're just using it to go down and to the right. So that's if you're wondering that. After that 3 flat, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. So 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2. And now looking back, you see all the dirt right here. Just go back and knock each one out. And voila. So now we're going to keep going down and to the right. Next is 1 single. Then down and to the right, 2 flat again. 1, 2. Then down to the right, 3 single pieces of black wool. So it's starting to get a little bit more like it's going to transition over into the vertical block placement soon. So let me just do a quick recap. So we have 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay? After those 3 ones, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical pieces of black wool. Down and to the right, 2 single again. 1, 2. Down and to the right, 2 vertical, 3 times in a row. So 2 vertical just like this. You see that's at a diagonal touching only. We're going to do that 3 times in a row. So this is 1. Here's 2. And finally, here's 3. Now for the farthest point in the right side of the face, we're going to go down and to the right. 4 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the right again. 15 vertical pieces of black wool. So we're trying to reach that point right there. And hopefully it meets up perfectly. So down to the right, 15 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. So we don't know if it met up with everything correctly yet, but we still have to find out. So we're going to go down and to the left now. 14 vertical. So just go down and to the left. Put your placement block like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So as you can see, it touched at a diagonal, which means we did everything correctly. But that's only the top of Squirtle's head. We still have to do the bottom arch of it, which I'll go over right now. So for the bottom arch of Squirtle's head, we're going to start at where we have this little corner right here in the side of the left side of the head. Let me just outline it for you and get rid of all dirt around it. So this is what we started our tutorial off with today, and we're going to be continuing it from here. So from the 3 vertical we have, we're going to go to the bottom block in it and go down and to the right, 2 vertical pieces of black wool 3 times in a row. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and finally 1, 2. From those 2 verticals, we're going to go down and to the right, 7 single pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After that, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. Down and to the right, 1 single. Then down and to the right, 2 flat, 4 times in a row. So it should only get bigger from there. So 2 flat like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to continue going down to the right because we haven't hit the lowest point in the jaw yet. So what we're going to do is go down and to the right, 3 flat, then 4 flat, then 3 flat again. So just make sure you keep up. So placement block, down and to the right, 1, 2, 3. Knock the placement block out and then put a new one at the bottom. Then we'll go down to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Knock the placement block out and put a new one in. Down to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. And now it's going to start getting really big because we're at the bottom of the jaw. From that 3, we're going to go down into the right, 6 flat. So placement block right here at the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're finally at the lowest part of the jaw, so we're going to go down into the right. So put your placement block, 9 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And hopefully what we can do is when we raise it up from here, going up into the right, not up and down into the right, it will touch over here at a diagonal. So we're gonna go up and to the right from this 9 flat, 5 flat pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's put a marker on the first and last block of the 5 because we're gonna be doing something with each of those. So from the first block, we're gonna go up and to the left, 8 flat to start off the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see from the 9, there's a 1 space that's not covered because it's 8 blocks, which is less than 9, obviously. Hopefully you guys are able to figure that out. Anyways, back to the 5 flat, we're gonna go to the right side and go up and to the right, 3 flat pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3. And it completed the head shape, so the Squirtle head is complete now. And all we have to do is the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and we will be done with this pixel art tutorial part and this pixel art tutorial in general. So what we're gonna do from there, my voice is cracked, is go up and to the left from the 8 flat, 5 flat pieces of black wool. So switch over to your black wool and put them 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, 4, 5. Switch back to your placement block. We're gonna go up and to the left, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left, 2 flat now, 3 times in a row. So 1, 2, just like this, and we're gonna do that 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now from that 2 flat, we're actually gonna go up and to the left, 1 single. And before we actually put the 1 single, and before we continue from there, because I was gonna hold it for a second, on the last 2 flat right here, put a placement block on the right one so we can remember that we're gonna come back to it later. But for now, we're not gonna do it. But we're gonna go back to the single we just placed and continue going up and to the left because we still have quite a bit of a way to go. So we're gonna go up and to the left again, 2 flat, 1, 2. Up and to the left, 2 singles, 1, 2. Up and to the left, 2 flat, so placement block, then switch to black wool, 1, 2. And we're almost at the top of the mouth, so we're gonna go up and to the left, 4 single pieces of black wool first, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then up and to the left, 2 vertical, so 1, 2, just like this. And make sure you're deleting the placement blocks as you continue. Just take them out with each step on your own time, or you can leave them at the end of the pixel art, just remove them on your own. It doesn't really matter. So from this 2 vertical right here, we're gonna go to the top block and we're gonna do 2 things with it. First, we're gonna put 3 black wool to the right of it, 1, 2, 3. And second, we're gonna go up and to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. So we should have this. From this 4 flat now that we've created right here, we're gonna go down into the right, 5 flat. So switch over to your placement block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down into the right again, 6 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down into the right again, 5 flat. So we're just going 5, 6, 5, 6, and we should eventually hit like a low point, and it'll climb back up from there. So 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then down into right, 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to the right. Let me see. Did we count it right? 5, 6, 5, 6. Yeah, we have one more 5. So we're gonna go down to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from there, we're gonna hit the lowest point in the mouth by going down into the right, 10 flat. So make sure your placement block's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is the lowest point now. We're gonna bring it up from there by going up and to the right, and it should get very close to the side of his face before we come back in. So we're gonna go up and to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 7 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And going back to the 4 flat we just placed, we're gonna go to the 3rd block from the left, so 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put a marker on it for later, just like we did on the piece that's all the way down there. We have a marker on it waiting for us to go back. And let me delete this, these extra dirt blocks because they look like markers when they're not. Okay, so from the 7 flat, we're actually gonna go to the last block on it. So the last block on the 7 flat right here, all the way on the right. And we're gonna put 1 above it and one to the right. Okay, this part becomes really easy now. We just go back to the bottom of the mouth to where we had this 8 flat that we started from. And we're going to go up and to the right from it and hopefully meet up with what we have over there. So first we're going to up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2. And let's just do a quick recap of what we have so far. So we have 4, 2, 3, 2. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 1. Up and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2. And hopefully this should meet up properly. We're going to go up and to the right from here, 6 single blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it met in this block right next to what we built this arch off of, that means you did it correctly. So it came up looking pretty well, and that's the mouth. But we don't have the tongue and a lot of the inner detail done yet. So that's what the markers we have there are for. We're going to do that right now. Starting on the right side for once, where we have this marker right here, we're going to go below it, 1 black wool. Then down and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Then down and to the right, 1 single. And you can get rid of the marker once you have that, once it connects. Now from your second marker, what we're going to do is we're going to go and build the tongue off of it. So it should be on this 2 flat right here. And we're going to go to the right of it, 1 single. Then up and to the right, 3 flat. And actually we can do this with the magenta, no, it's the pink stained clay. So that's what we'll do. Take out your pink stained clay and we'll do it instead of a black wool with the pink stained clay. Sorry about that. So we have this 1 right here. Then we're gonna go up and to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 18 flat pieces of pink stained clay. So this is the big one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now to see if we're done correctly, we're going to go down and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the final part for the tongue is we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical, and it should touch down on the right side of this 2 flat right here. And if it did, you did it correctly. Now it's time for the nostrils, and then we'll do the eyes and stuff. So for the nostrils, what we're going to do is we're first going to go above the 10 flat that we have. And we're going to count, so the 10 flat's right here. We're going to count 2 blocks over from the left side. So 1, 2. And 2 blocks over from the right side. So 1, 2. So these first 2 blocks, the 2 blocks on each side. And we're going to go above it on the left side. 2 placement blocks, like this. And we're going to do the same on the right side. 1, 2. Then you're going to switch over to your black wool because that's what we're going to use to make the nose. So on the left side, you should have something that looks like this. We're going to go above it now. 3 pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3. And from the bottom black wool, we put nothing to the left or right of it. The middle one gets 1 to the left. And the top one gets 2 to the left. 1, 2. And then you can delete those placement blocks. And now for the right nose, you should have this. On top of this, we're going to put 2 pieces of black wool going straight up. 1, 2. And from the bottom black wool, we're going to put 1 to the left. And from the top black wool, we're going to put 1 to the right. Then go 1 up from the 1 to the right we just placed. Like so. And that's it for the mouth and nose. So if you have that, hopefully it came out looking well. But we actually need to do the eyes now. So I'm going to either start with the left or right eye. Let me see which one I want to start with. The right eye looks like it might be easier to do right now. So what we're going to do is go to the 15 vertical we have on the right side. but not the first one, the second one that's connected to the 4 vertical. So it should be the one on top right here, what I'm looking at. And I'm going to outline it in dirt for you. So you can see it on the right hand camera screen right now. It's the top one, in between the 4 and the other 15. So what we're going to do from there is we're going to count 2 blocks down from the top. So that block right there. And to the left of that, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 placement blocks to the left, and then put a black wool. So you have this. So these are 6 dirt blocks, and to the left of them is 1 black wool. And you can get rid of these that are lining the wall. Okay. And from there, that's where we're going to start the eye. So from this black wool, what we're going to do is we're first going to go down and to the left, 1 single. Then from this single, we're going to do a couple of things. First, we're going to go down 1, then right 2. So it looks like this. Then we're going to mark 1 block on each side of that little plank we have now. So this is going to create the left side of the eye, and this is going to create the right side of the eye. So creating the left side, we're going to go to the left of this dirt block and put 2 pieces of black wool going straight down. Then we're going to go down and to the left, 1 single. Down and to the left, 2 vertical. And you can actually go and delete this one right now. This is one on the left. So from that block on the left, sorry, we're gonna go to the bottom one, and we're gonna put 1 black wool to the left, and then go down from there. And then from there, we're gonna go down and to the left, 4 vertical pieces. Actually, is it 4? Let me just zoom out real quick. So we have 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna go down 4 from this actually. So from these 2, we're gonna just extend it down 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be 6 tall now. Make sure you count it out. Alright. Now onto the right side, we need to even it out a bit. So where we have this plank, we're going to put 2 pieces of black wool going straight down from it. Then from those 2 pieces of black wool, it should be 3 long now. What we're going to do is go down and to the right, 2 flat. And from the 2 flat, the block on the right side, what we're going to do is put 14 extra pieces of black wool going down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops. Let me just recount. So we're adding 14 to this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. Now from there, we're going to go down and to the left. 1 single. Down and to the left, 2 flat. Down and to the left, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hopefully we're doing the eyeball correctly right now, because sorry if my voice keeps cracking. It's like really scratchy early in the morning, and I'm like sounding really raspy. But we need to get this connected, and hopefully it all touches at the diagonal. I'm not sure if it will line up correctly yet. So from this 4 flat, we're going to go down and to the left, 2 flat. 1, 2. And then we're going to go up and to the left from that 2 flat, 11 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's just zoom out real quick and see where we went wrong. Okay, so we actually didn't go wrong yet. All we need to do is go to the top block in that 11 and put 1 to the right, so it touches right there. And actually, what I want us to do is we're going to shift this 4 vertical right here over 1 to the left. So that way this looks more like, it looks more circular, because as you can see, this looks kind of sharp, and eyeballs aren't supposed to be sharp. So to the left of these 4 verticals, we're going to just put 1 black wool to the left of them, and then delete them. You see? And you can actually delete that block to the bottom right there. So now in actuality, the eye connects with a 4 vertical at diagonals. So just look how it looks right now. And hopefully you guys are able to imitate it, or you were able to follow along. Now for some inner detail of the eye. Don't know if we should do that yet. Maybe I should cover the second eye. So I think I might do that. So we're gonna do the second eye real quick. So where we're gonna start the second eye from is, we're gonna start from the mouth. Let me just line it up correctly. So we're gonna go to where we have 6 flat for the first time on the mouth, which should be right here. Let me mark it for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see on the right hand camera screen, it's the first one. So it's like what, 4 blocks in on the top row. And we're going to start from, I think it's the first block in the 6 flat. Yeah, the first block. We're gonna put 7 placement blocks on top of it, going straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1 black wool. So from that black wool, we're gonna put 7 pieces of black wool going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now it should be 8 long. And that's where eye number 2 is gonna start from. So for eye number 2, we're gonna start on the left side. We're gonna go up and to the left from here, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 11 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And it's kind of tall on the left side, so I'm gonna do a bit of the right side. So on the right side right here, on the last block on the right, we're gonna put 1 on top. But then gonna go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And since I feel like I'm getting really repetitive with the instructions, I'm just gonna go and quickly recap what we just did. So we have this 2 vertical that comes off of the final block, and it's not at a diagonal, it's directly connected to. From there, we're gonna keep going up and to the right. So we put 2, 3, 4, 7. But now the right side is taller than the left side, so let's catch the left side up a bit. So from the 11 on the left side, we're gonna go up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Delete your placement block, then put your placement block back at the top. We're gonna go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Then 1 single. Then 2 vertical again. And from that top 2 vertical, we're gonna put 1 placement block to the right so that we can go up and to the right, 2 flat. And as you can see, it looks like kind of like an R with the corner missing. Now from there, we're gonna approach the top of the eye by going up and to the right, 3 single pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3. And from the top block in that 3 single, we're gonna first go up and to the left from it, 1. But we're not done there. We're gonna go down and to the right from it next, 2 flat. 1, 2. And now we're gonna keep bringing it down and to the right, and hopefully it touches with what we already had built. So first we're gonna go down and to the right, 4 single pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and to the right, 2 vertical. And it did touch, so that means both eyes are complete. So all we have to do now is fill in the details for the eyes. So first what we're gonna do for the left eye detail is we're gonna go to the first single block right here when we went down to the right from the 2 flat. So as you can see, there's a marker on it on the right hand camera screen. And we're gonna put 3 pieces of black wool going below it. 1, 2, 3. We're then gonna go down and to the left, 3 single black wool. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. And to finish off this little corner, we're gonna go up and to the left, 1 single. Then up and to the left, 3 vertical. 1, 2. And the third block's already there for us, so yeah, that's the corner piece. So this is like the little top of the eyeball to make it look like the cutesy look. But we're gonna use the 3 vertical we placed in the corner right here to build onto the next part of the eye. So below that 3 vertical, we're gonna go down straight, 5 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go down and to the left, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down and to the right, 5 vertical, and from there you should have touched down on the final row down here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and we did, so it's done there. And now for the final part of the eye, we're going to go to top of this 5 vertical right here at the bottom. And we're going to go up and to the right. 1 single. Up and to the right again. Maybe I should be doing this in the other block. Actually, I'm just going to outline it for you guys so that nobody gets confused. So instead of putting the single right here, let's put 1 black wool to the left of it. And we're going to work with this new single. So first we're going to go up and to the right from there, 2 vertical, 1, 2. And if you're wondering why I've suddenly fixed the blocks, it's because this is supposed to be the red color right here, but I don't want to switch to the red color, so I'm going to just do the outline in black wool, and we'll go over the red color later. Now from that 2 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 single blocks, 1, 2. Then go down and to the right, 4 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from there, we're going to go down and to the right, 1 single. And actually, we're going to add some blocks to that single. So from that single block, we're going to go and put 4 extra black wools to the right of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Up and to the right again, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, we're getting really close to the wall. All we're going to do is go up and to the right, 1 single. Then down and to the right, another single. And it should have been 2 flat, but we already had a flat right here. So it just, when you put the single there, it created the 2 flat. And that's it for the left eye. Oh, I'm so tired. Sorry, guys. So now we're going to do the right eye. And let me see where I should start on the right eye because it's quite a mess. Okay, so on the right eye, what we're going to do is below this L shape right here. Oh wait, we already have some of it connected. So we're going to follow this where my cursor is. Hopefully you're able to see where that is on your build. We're going to go down and to the left. From that, did I do that 2 correctly? Yeah, we did. From that 2 we have right here, we're going to go down and to the left, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down to the left, 1 single. Then down to the left, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Just zoom out real quick. From that 3 flat, we're going to go up and to the left, 1 single. And that should be the border for that eye. And you can actually remove this placement blocks now that you started. Next, what we're going to do is from the 11 vertical that we have all the way on the left side, we're going to count down 3 from the top. So go to the 11 vertical, 1, 2, 3. And from that third block from the top, we're going to put 1 black wool to the right. We're then going to go down to the right, 1 single. Down to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right. Will we go down to the right? It might make it too fat. What we're going to do is go to the final block in the 3 vertical we just placed. Whoops. And put 2 extra going to the right. Like so. Then from the final block in that, so this one right here, we're going to put 1 black wool on top. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're getting pretty close to the wall, so all we're going to do is go up and to the right, 1 single. Down and to the right, 2 vertical. And you're probably wondering, why haven't we touched the wall yet? It's because this final strip right here is all going to be white wool. So if you have white wool from now, you can just fill it in, or snow. I think I use snow. You go from the top and just drag it all the way down. So as you can see, it technically did touch the wall because the white wool is like its own little wall that we didn't fill in yet, but it's filled in now. So next we're gonna do the details in the Squirtle skin. So switch to your Cyan wool. And here's it for the final parts of the tutorial. So first we're going to do the easy ones, and then we'll move on to the harder parts of the detail. So for the first detail, we're going to drop down to the right arm over here. And you can see it on my screen. And we're going to go to the second to last block from the right. So this one right here. And first we're going to put 2 flat wool going to the left, like so. The first one starts above where we put a placer and then goes to the left from there. We're then going to go up and to the left, 2 flat, 3 times in a row, then 1 single. So that should have touched the wall. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 single. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 flats, then 1 single. And that's it for this arm. That's pretty easy. Then we're going to go to the bottom left leg. So fly all the way over to the bottom left leg right here. And to the left of this, so you see we have this pointy part coming out of the top, to the left of it. So that's 4 from the left if you count. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to switch to our Cyan wool, and we're going to put 1 below it. From there, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat. Down and to the right, 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the right, 2 flat. Actually, no, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So 2 vertical just like this. We're going to do that 2 times in a row. So that's 1, 2. And to touch the ground, we're just going to down to the right, 1 single. And that's it for the leg. Moving on to the left arm now. We're actually going to go to the top of the arm where we have this 2 vertical next to our 10 vertical. So I think you can see that. And we're going to go down from it, 5 Cyan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to go down and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Down and to the left, 1 single. Down and to the left, 2 vertical. Down and to the left. I think it's 9 singles. Let me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 singles. And you should have touched the ground from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, so you see we touched the center block and this 3 flat right here. Yeah, 3 flat. And that's it for this arm, so that's pretty easy. So before we go to the tail, which is the harder part of the thing to do, we're actually gonna go and do the head. So we're gonna go to that weird M-shaped block made of 5 wool at the top of the head. I'm gonna show you how it looks. It should be right here. Yep. So as you can see, it's shaped like a sideways M. And we're going to go down to the left from it to where we have this first single. And from that first single, we're going to switch over to Cyan and go down below it, 2. Then we're going to go down to the left, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down to the left, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the left, 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're just basically tracing the side of the head, but it's not exactly tracing it, so that's why it's specific numbers. So we're next going to keep going down to the left, 8 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And until the head starts going down and to the right, we're going to continue going down and to the left. So we're going to go down to the right now because after what we did right here, the head comes back out. So we're going to go down to the right 7 vertical pieces of cyan wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to the right 4 vertical. Down to the right 2 vertical, 4 times in a row. So 2 vertical just like this. We're going to do that 4 times. So this is 1. Whoops, there's misplacing. 2, 3, 4. After that, we're going to go down to the right, 1 single. Down to the right again, 2 vertical. And from that 2 vertical, we're actually going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single blocks, and it should get really close to the bottom of the face. And this is going down to the right, so 3, 4, 5, 6. From that 6, we're going to go down to the right, 2 flat. Down to the right, 2 single. Then down to the right, 2 flat again. So that's it for this side of the face. Hopefully you're able to keep up. And if you have to rewind and slow down, make sure you do to keep up. Otherwise, you can just fill in everything with light blue if you don't mind the fact that it's not shaded, and I don't think it will matter that much. But now we're on to the final part, which is going to be the tail, which is also one of the most annoying parts. So I'm going to shift the cameraman over to the left side of the tail because it's no longer in field of view. And where we're going to start is from the shell where it has that 4 vertical. We're going to go to the second block from the bottom. So let me just show you where it is. The shell is right here. You see there's 4 vertical right there. The second block from the bottom, we're going to put a marker on it. And that's where we're going to start. So going to the left from there, we're going to go to the left, 3 flat. And this is going to be with Cyan, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go up and to the left from there. So first we're going to go up and to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. From there we're going to go up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 flat. Then up and to the left, 1 single, 6 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, we're getting really, really close to that over there. So from the 6 singles, we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 4 times in a row. So it looks like this. We're going to do this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from that top block and the 2 vertical right here, we're going to put 1 to the left, then go up and to the left, 1 single. Yep, so it has this. Now we're going to go to the inner tail and do some of that detail before calling it a day. So first we're going to go to the top of the pixel right here. Let me just mark it out for you, where we have this 2 flat that leads up into the highest point of the tail. From the left block in the 2 flat, we're going to put 2 cyan wool going up from it. 1, 2. From the top block in that 2 cyan, we're going to put 1 to the left. Then we're going to go up and to the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and to the left, 2 flat. Down and to the left, 2 single. Then from that 2 single, we're going to go down and to the left, 3 vertical. And then down to the left, 3 vertical again. So sorry if I sound like I'm a little slow. This is like my first day back at doing Pixlrs. And on top of that, I got a couple of messages asking me to slow down just a bit. So it might seem a little bit too chill while I'm recording right now. Hopefully people are able to keep up still. Anyways, from that same 2 flat that we started the top right here with, we're actually going to put 1 Cyan to the left of it and start the final part of the shading. So you should have it right here. We're going to go down and to the right from there, 2 singles, so 1, 2. Down and to the right, 8 vertical pieces of cyan wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down and to the left, 2 vertical. Down and to the left, 2 single. Down and to the left, 2 flat. So let me just recap. We have 8, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Then we're going to go down to the left, 3 flat. And for the lowest point in the shading, we're going to go down to the left, 8 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And from there, we're going to bring it up and hopefully touch the top of the wall over there. Not the very top, but just like a little corner over there. So we're going to go up and to the left from this 8 flat, 4 flat. Like so. Up and to the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left again, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left, 3 single pieces of cyan wool. So 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna record again until my voice clears up because this is terrible. I feel really bad. Like my voice just feels like it's cracking 24/7. Anyways, from that 3 single, we're gonna go to the top left one right here, and we're gonna go up and to the left, 2 vertical. Up and to the left, 1 single. And from there, hopefully we do this correctly, we're gonna go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Then we're gonna up and to the left, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. So I think it is a bit off. Let me see, why is it a bit off? I thought I did it correctly. We have 8, 4, 2. Anyways, if it did touch the wall, you're probably good to go. So we'll just leave it at that because it was supposed to be like a little bit shifted over, but it doesn't really matter as long as it has this spiral look to it. So hopefully I didn't mess anybody up. But yeah, that's how it should look. So we're gonna go towards the colors now, and I'll teach you guys how to fill that in. But yeah, your Squirtle, sorry, I keep calling him Turtle, should be complete. And if you already know how to fill him in, you can do it. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in a quick second. Alright, so for the Squirtle build, we have quite an assortment of blocks that we're going to be using to fill them in. So first, we have light blue wool, red wool, snow, black wool, white stained clay, pink stained clay, pink wool, orange wool, and nether brick. And I'm going to lay them down on the ground for you so you guys can get a good look at them. Because I know the clays do throw people off. White stained clay, pink stained clay, just so you know. Alright, so it's these. And let's go over the color palette. So, to the bottom of that little section we did when we were shading, that's going to be Cyan. Cyan right here. And as you can see on the top of the tail right there, just closing the gap between the tail and the black wool, we put Cyan. And then everything else is light blue. Same thing goes for the legs. To the right, everything's going to be Cyan, but to the left is light blue. But we didn't do any shading on the right leg, so as you can see right here, so the right leg is all light blue wool. The stomach, on the other hand, is going to be all the same white stained clay color because it does look like a shell kind of coloring. It's used for shelling or skinning, so I really like the white stained clay. Then for both arms, you see right there, the skinnier parts are going to be the cyan wool, while the heavier set colors are going to be, the heavier parts, which take up the most space, is going to be light stained blue, light blue wool. The shell is pretty simple. As you can see, we just have snow right here on each border, just like where it's touching his head and his back is going to be the white wool, and everything else is orange wool. Moving on to the face now. He's like the opposite of Charmander when it comes to the eyes. Charmander has blue eyes, but he's like a fire type. Squirtle's a water type, but he has red eyes. So in this corner right here, we're going to put white wool or snow or whichever you want to choose, quartz. And then in here is white as well. Then in the border that we put, the top of the border is going to be black wool, while the bottom is going to be all red wool. And that's why we outlined it like that. For the right eye, we did separate the white wool from the black wool when it was supposed to touch the wall over here. But what you can actually do is just extend the black wool all the way up like this, just like we did with the white wool. And that should be fine. Because we did create the border. So everything below that will then be the red wool. Everything above that will be the black wool. And this little corner right here should be the white wool for just like the little glimmer in its eye. Finally, for the mouth, we have pink stained clay for the top part of the border, pink wool for the bottom part of the border, and nether brick for the behind the mouth colors, like, you know, the back of the throat. That's what this is. And that should be it for the pixel art. So let me just pull them up on screen for you guys so you can pause it if you need to, or you guys can check out the time lapse just in case you need to see where the colors went. I'm pretty sure it's simple. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later. Bye.